friends and families of Hope Lutheran Church and School. We are in Uganda at the Sunset Hotel in Jinja. And this beautiful woman standing over here to my right is Violet.
Musige mutiano aba Hope Lutheran Church. Kansubire nti muli bulungi era ffenno tubatumira era tusaba Mukama abakuume Katonda abeere nammwe.
Violet, what are some of the challenges you see in your job as a social worker working in Uganda?
One of the challenges I really get as a social worker is the fact that there are very many people who really need help in the villages. Many orphans, many widows, grandparents who look after the grandchildren. But there isn't enough. There has never been enough, you know.
We will leave a memory to remember. The most important, let's have a popcorn prayer.
Because in Nakabongo, wasn't there about 200 adults and 1,200 children?
I'm telling you, it gets too bad, you know. And you just feel like there and then you are like, oh goodness, where can I grab these things from? And you can't get them anywhere, you know. And you leave the place, you feel, yes, you feel good, your heart is contented that you have helped the people. The
just
items,
a little bit.
But it's just a little bit. The following day you go back, the number has doubled. At the end of the day, you just feel torn between, you don't know what to do, you don't know, you're like, what should I do? And I mean, that there is a time when you really give up and you're like, I don't have any more, you know. Like
right.
you, Tim, you agree with me? You remember when we were in Bufula?
Mm-hmm.
We get there. Did you saw some of the children eating the food, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, as they are eating the food, other children on the village get to know that they are eating the food. So they also come for the food.
Mm-hmm.
And they get there and the food is finished.
Because for some of them, how often do they get meat a year? It's maybe once a year that they mix meat into their rice, possibly.
You know what? They get meat once a year, especially on Christmas, you know. That's when they get the meat, you know.
Right.
They don't have the money to buy the meat. Yes, they could have the cow at the home and some goats, but they are keeping these goats and cows for in case there is an emergency. Maybe a child needs to really get to school and they are really pressed hard. The child isn't going to do the exams because no school fees. So at the end of the day, that's when they sell that goat.
Sure.
But you'll find that, yes, they'll have the cow, but they won't even take the milk because they'll need to sell that milk to get money for looking after their children.
With the needs being so great, one of the things that continually amazes me is still how joyful all the children are.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think's the source of the joy that they have when so many of them don't eat regularly, their parents are maybe dead, they maybe don't even have a grandmother, they just kind of move around in the village?
Mm-hmm.
What makes them so joyful?
You know what makes them joyful? When you guys come around, first time you came to Uganda and you went to the villages, loud noise and the smiles, you remember that? And all the children were around you and you were hugging them and talking to them and playing to them. Whenever you come around, they feel there is someone who cares. Even those that don't have hope, there and then they get the hope. Most of them don't have parents, you know, they died because of HIV. So when they get such moments, they really treasure them. They feel your love flowing into them. And they never forget those moments. Oh, that really makes a difference in their lives.
I mean, that's all we really come here for, is just to love a bunch of people. And the love just spreads so quickly here.
Words can't express what I feel in my heart. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all that you are doing in Uganda. Thank you for helping the congregations. Hey, Hope Lutheran Church. We promise to collaborate with you, be in partnership with you to make the world a better place, especially the children. Remember, they are the future, and the future matters.
And send her pictures of Kenny Rogers.
Oh, I love Kenny Rogers. Bye-bye.